What's happening? Thanks for joining me today. We are going to talk about something called My Lead Gen Secret. So basically what it is like a monthly subscription service. It costs $30 a month. And what they do is they give you 100 email leads every day. So basically it's $30 a month for 3,000 leads per month, right? So you get 100 every day, and you can mail to those folks. And basically these leads are emails of people who have expressed interest in the make money online niche. So these aren't the same thing as a buyer's list when you list a product on, Warrior Plus or JVZoo or something like that, but they are leads like they've opted into some sort of free marketing campaign and expressed interest. And then My Lead Gen Secret basically provides you as a subscriber with those 100 leads every day. And the other thing that this My Lead Gen Secret does is it gives you a mailing system. So even if you don't already have an autoresponder, like GetResponse or ConvertKit or one of those, you don't have to worry because you can basically just mail these leads once per day from the built-in mailing system, which we'll look at it here in a minute. So it's a pretty sweet little setup because, frankly, it's like $1 a day for 100 leads, right? And they just come every day. And where else can you beat that, right? So it's something that I felt like, for that price, you really have to sort of give it a shot and mail these folks out and just kind of see what happens, right? So there's a little bit of a growing sort of viral hype about this right now. So I think that, more and more people are going to be joining. It's not recycling leads or anything like that. So, this isn't a system where, me and the 10 other people who sign up today are all going to be mailing the same leads. It's not like that, but there's no doubt that these leads, having opted in the way they did and gotten here, probably receive a lot of offers each day. So, there is a certain amount of sort of building up your reputation and standing out from the rest of the pack and, sort of siphoning off the people who open and click in your emails into, other segments and stuff like that in your email marketing so that you can really just sort of kind of focus in on the people who are responding to your messages and stuff like that, So there's a little bit of that, but there's no super duplication with the system or anything like that. So with that being said, one of the other things that's happening since this is kind of at this early stage of My Lead Gen Secret, is that everyone on the Facebook groups and Facebook messaging and stuff like that, people I've chatted with, other marketers, who kind of do what I do or, do what we do. What they've all been doing is, well, not all, but most, it sounds like, are basically trying to sell My Lead Gen Secret to these subscribers each day. So that's kind of been a big focus for a lot of people, but there's a ton of opportunity. I mean, goodness knows there must be a million products that, these people might be interested in. So, I've basically just been starting out, so I'm only 3 days into this, and, basically just sending people to my YouTube channel, to blog post, and that kind of thing, because ultimately I want to, kind of stand out, be a little different, and, and then I've also sent one message that is from the sort of master email swipes. So, at this point, I've only got, I guess after, whatever time this morning, I've got 400 leads already. You can see my stats here. So my first day, I messed up last night when I mailed, and didn't select all my leads. I only selected 200. So, but my first day, basically 20% open rate, to my YouTube channel, 9 clicks. And then, you can see the results since then. Technically, this one should have been to 300 leads, but I messed up, like I said. It's really kind of an easy interface to use. I just sort of was kind of messing around with it and forgot to add the other 100. But basically, you can just go in here and you can see. So now I've gotten my leads for today, my 100. You can click, and then this basically just opens up a list of everybody's emails and all the info that you get with them, which is totally legit. Like, I mean, you get first name, last name, the date they subscribed, their email address, their IP address, city, state. So that's pretty good. I mean, this is legit information, right? And it kind of gives you what you need to verify them as well, right? So, I'm going to, of course, for the sake of what we're doing here, I've blurred out the names on that list so that you can't see them. But the other thing I've been doing is just taking those 100. I just started this yesterday and then did it again this morning with my next 100. But running those through get quick email verification, basically just to check out, what they would say about it, right? Because these guys basically just check if there's like spam traps and false emails and stuff like that that's in there that can get you in trouble or cause problems when you're mailing out to them. It doesn't really matter if you're using the My Lead Gen Secret email system because it's their system, it's going to deal with it, but ultimately you want to kind of keep that good sort of vibe with the email service providers, right? And get your emails delivered. So yesterday there were like 4 emails or 3 emails out of the 100 that were, that kind of didn't pass. Today it was all 100. And I'll show you, so what I've done is I've put a link down below to join. And what's cool about My Lead Gen Secret is it's kind of a multi-level system where basically like you subscribe, people who you refer who decide to join, you make $5 a month from them. The people that they refer, also you make an income from them. So you make $4 from each of the sort of second tier. And you can see here, if I go to my affiliates and my commissions, I still haven't made a commission yet, 3 days in. So I'm not showing you like any hype here in terms of like crazy sales or anything. Although I did join, which I would invite you, if you join with me, I'm in a really cool private Facebook group where there's lots of people sharing some cool tips and everything. So I've already learned a lot, and I'm just kind of in the process of sort of building that out and changing my messages around a little bit and pointing to, the lead capture page, or not the lead capture, but the landing page that My Lead Gen Secret has that they don't really show you, but it's there, and supposedly it converts really well. So tonight when I mail these, my 400 leads, I'm going to point to that new landing page, which I just found out about. Tips like that are all part of this Facebook group. They also show how to avoid sort of getting messed up and if you're uploading these leads to GetResponse or Aweber, chances are they're going to deny them, and they might even flag your account and stuff. So you don't want to end up doing things the wrong way. So there's tons of conversation about that, which I can share with you. I can show you how I'm actually bypassing that using an API and getting these leads into my main autoresponder, which is ConvertKit, so that I can mail from there and mail from the main system here. And I just want to do that because I've got all these auto-response sequences built in my main autoresponder that I can put people in, and then it sends out messages day after day that are sort of coherent and make sense and stuff like that. And then I can do some segmentation and stuff as well. That's why I'd like to be able to do that. So I'm testing that out, and I'll show you how to do that and what I'm doing to make that work. But there's just tons of cool stuff. There's like lots of support. There's about 300 members in this group. Most of them have been pretty skeptical about this system, like me. So, nothing wrong with that, right? There's definitely a dose of skepticism with everything in this industry. And, for me at least, the main way to find out what's hype and what's not is just to try it, right? And that's what I'm doing, is just giving it a try. But I am seeing some opens. I have seen people go from those mails I sent to my YouTube channel. I've gotten one new subscriber on my YouTube channel from that, which is cool. And, so there's just some cool things that you can do to help sort of build your own business with these leads. It's not like you just have to pound them with offers every day, if you don't want to, right? I mean, ultimately, I think, for me with these leads, my objective, just like with you, is just help them sort of reach their goals. It's all about freedom, time, power to do what you want, and, the income to support the life you want. And, those are the things that I'm going to be teaching and, to these leads, but it's just great when you can mail to more and more leads and sort of get your message out there, right? And I don't have to do anything to get these leads. So even if only, 10% of each day's 100 leads actually open and pay any attention to me whatsoever, that's 10 new leads, which I didn't have to really do anything to get. It cost me $1, right? $1 a day. And one of the coolest things about this program, which hasn't happened for me yet because I haven't got a new subscriber underneath me for my lead gen secret, but once I do, then my leads will go from 100 a day to 200 a day. So that's 6,000 leads a month. So I'll be paying $1 a day for 200 leads. And I just can't beat that, I haven't made a sale yet, but I will, inevitably. I've sent 3 emails so far, and it's a numbers game, right? Eventually it's going to happen. So, and if it doesn't, then I'll get back on here and basically tell you, right? But there's no like long-term contract with this or anything like that. So, it's the kind of thing that you can try out for a relatively low price. You get the leads every day, whether you stay with them or not. You can download these leads, put them in a CSV file, and, start mailing to them. So, that's there for you. Let's take a look at the mail system really quick so that you just get a sense for how this works. Basically, since you have all this cool information about the leads, names, first and last, and their email address and stuff like that, you can actually sort of include that in your mails to them, which is great. So these aren't just email addresses like you might get if you were trying to do solo ads or that kind of thing, and you really wanted a good response rate. Pardon me. The mail system works like this. You put your subject in, you scroll down, they've got an email editor here, and you just basically, write your email in. Click the perfect timing. If you've ever used Get Response, I think they were the ones that maybe originated this, but, or at least that's what I remember. Basically what it does though is for all the hundreds of leads that this is sending to, it knows kind of based on their location and behavior and stuff like that, the best time to send the email. So it doesn't just bulk send them all at once. You can do that if you leave that box unchecked. But perfect timing, seems like from the people in the group, seems like the thing that works the best. So I just started using that yesterday. And so that's there for you. The other thing you can do when you come in here is, I didn't buy it on my initial purchase of my lead gen secret and joining it. But you can get these master email swipes that are written for you by the guy, Jim Harmon. And, I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to pass. I'll be able to get them later. Well, the thing about it is that now if I go in here what's going to happen is it costs me $60 to get those, whereas if you do it when you're as a one-time offer, when you're kind of going through the purchase process, you get them for $29. So you can save $30 if you actually get them right away, which is good. And the only reason I'm mentioning this is because from lots of people inside the Facebook group, they're saying that these work. And there's actually posts in there that tell us, out of the 30 messages, which ones work best. And that, basically these 30 email swipes offer my lead gen secrets. So it's great, if you want to build up those sort of master tiers of affiliates underneath you and sort of build that residual income. Because, even though it's only $5 per referral you get, it's $5 per month, right? So if I go in here and look at my commissions, for every one person who joins through my link, I get paid $5 per month for as long as they're a member. For every person who joins under them, that they refer, I get paid $4 per month. So you can kind of build up this stacked recurring income, which is great, right? And so those 30 emails basically promote this system, which isn't a bad thing at all, right? I mean, do some promotion of this system, build yourself up, $75, $100 a month in residual income just from people who are part of my lead gen secret. And then boom, you're paying for the leads, even though they're already so cheap, you're just paying for the subscription, maybe something else too. And then you can market whatever other offers you want, to these folks. So, it just makes a lot of sense. And so, that's what my lead gen secret looks like on the inside. Listen, if you want to join, click the link below. You'll join under me. And what will happen is I'll find out. I'll see what your name is and stuff. I'll put my personal email down below as well so that you can reach out to me after you join. And then I'll make sure and add you to the Facebook group so that you get all the cool training and insights and materials inside there. Plus we'll be able to get on and, whether it's Skype or whatever, and just kind of talk through some of the things that are working. I'll show you how I'm getting these leads into my main autoresponder without getting flagged and stuff like that. And we'll just grow the business and, have a bunch of money coming in. So if you're interested in that, click the link below. I'd welcome you. And, if this video was helpful to you, I'd love to give it a thumbs up. If you did that, that'd be great. Subscribe to my channel and I'll tell you more, and show you more stuff that I'm trying out and using on a daily basis. And thanks a lot for your time. All right, I'll see you in the next one.